All right, M12 is application word problems and 3 variables and 3 equations. Solve the following word problem. Word problems! Don't be so scared. So what you have to do is you simply have to find the patterns that word problems typically fall under. You usually are going to have, and I would put this down on my mistakes and notes, you're going to have 3 scenarios or 3 things that you're going to see. One is going to be some type of total quantity. A total quantity or a total amount of whatever you're going to be faced with is going to be one of the statements that they give you potentially as you're reading a word problem. So look for that. The other thing they're going to give you is some type of value. So there's a value statement that are in a lot of these. Sometimes that value is money. Sometimes that value is like how much area or space something takes up. So it could be area or volume. And then the third thing is a relationship. There's going to be some type of relationship statement where it describes how each of the 2 or 3 variables are related to each other, which is going to allow you to build another equation. So sometimes they do all 3 of these, sometimes they do 2 of the 3, maybe a couple of these and one of these, or these 2. You got to watch out and read the question to find out what they're going to look like. So I go back up here, and I want to look for the quantity, the value, and a relationship. And I can build my equations from that. So here goes. Last Tuesday, Regal Cinemas sold 8,500 tickets. Well, that's a quantity. I know something's got to equal that 8,500. I know that right away just by this first sentence. Proceeds totaled 64,600. Well, that's like the second equation's got to be equal to the total amount. That's the value. And then tickets were bought in one of 3 ways. Well, that's telling me I've got 3 variables. I've got matinee, I've got student, and I've got regular. $5 for these, $6 for those, $8.50 for regular. How many of each type of ticket was sold if twice as many student tickets were sold as matinee tickets? Okay, that right there tells me that I've got a relationship statement. I'm going to think about that one later. So if I'm building them up, they sold tickets to add up to 8,500 movie tickets. Well, that's simply the matinees plus the student plus the regs made 8,500. I mean, that just jumps right out at you. You'll notice I'm using variables that are associated to labels. I feel like it just makes it easier. You could go X, Y, Z if you wanted. I think this helps keep it straight. Well then, to raise money, it was $5 per matinee ticket, so I'm going to assign the value. It was $6 per student ticket, I'm going to assign the value, and $8.50 for regular, assign the quantity value. How much does it cost? And then if you multiply all these together, whatever, it's got to get this total. So right now I've got 2 equations, but I've got 3 unknowns. In order to solve this, I need 3 equations for the 3 unknowns. So I need one more statement. Well, that's where it is down here. Twice as many student tickets were sold as matinees. Some of you want to immediately go, oh, that's twice the students equals the matinees. You'd be wrong in that thinking because there already was twice as many student tickets sold. We want the statement to show equality. If I want it to show equality, then I would have to double the matinees for it to balance out with the students. So this is wrong. So what you'd want to think about it is I'd need twice as many matinees to equal what the students were worth because twice as many of these were sold than those. This keeps it balanced. So that if that's a true statement, then what I would want to do is get it set up so that I bring this over. So 2m minus s equals 0 would be my statement. And then I'm going to want to run my RREF on this because now I don't have anything with the R down here, the regular tickets. So then I set up a augmented matrix that I'm going to RREF. So then it would be 1, 1, 1, 8,500. It would be 5, 6, 8.5, 64, 600, and then 2, negative 1, 0, 0. And then when you RREF that, you're going to get the solution matrix over here. All right, so to RREF this then, you need to go second matrix and then over to math and then go up a little bit, find RREF, push enter, and then you want to RREF matrix A. Once you put that in, obviously as matrix A, and it shows me the solutions. So it was 900 matinee, 1,800 student, and 5,800 regular tickets. And so when you do that then, it converts that over to your solution matrix, and then you just simply say, you need some kind of a statement. 900 matinee, 1,800 student, and 5,800 regular tickets were sold. If you think about that, up here it says twice as many student tickets were sold as matinee. That's true now, because we had 1,800, so that's twice as many. All right, so that's what we're looking for. The next question is about nickels, dimes, and quarters. And so you could do this one with nickels, dimes, and quarters. Nickels plus dimes plus quarters equals blah, blah, blah. You're going to get 3 equations. You're going to go to town on that and work on it. Go ahead and give it a shot. Pause the video now, and then I'll put the answers up. Okay, welcome back. Here's the answers. Now in this one I did X, Y, and Z. Again, I told you can use X, Y, and Z, or you can just use the 3 variables. It doesn't matter. But now I ended up with nickels being 3, dimes being 5, and quarters being 17. And you should write a solution sentence, something like this, to show that you know what you're doing. But here is the work that you would have, and you can REF it to figure that out.